So I was surprised by my theme because I was going into it expecting to be like analyzing my dreams, and it was more like talking about horror, which is not a genre that I'm familiar with. So at first I was like scared and I was like, oh no, like this is not gonna be for me. But I actually really appreciated exploring a genre that I wasn't familiar with and realizing that I could write about it. I feel like it made me realize that like I can write about anything if I just like spend some time on it.
So something I found really surprising is that like usually because we have a lot of freedom in writing, so we'll usually choose a topic that we care a lot about. So in order to care a lot about something, you would like already know some background about it, right? However, when I actually decide to write about a topic, when I actually seriously do research and like interact with my peers and my mentor around it, I realized that there's always some point in the editing process that like I would completely just almost like throw away my previous like ideas or dispositions on the topic and actually had an entire like revelation when you are finally aware of the risks and the origins of your previous assumptions.
We first started talking about like what's a monster in society and in media, how is it portrayed, and we talked about werewolves and vampires in the night, but then later it kind of, in my section, it became like hyper-realism in architecture, and then eventually like horror and like thriller representations and contemporary films and all of that. And so it took us beyond thinking about like, oh, maybe we're gonna sit down and analyze each other's dreams, or oh, we're just gonna sit and talk about werewolves the whole time. It was like, it really like challenged your thinking about, what dreams and nightmares or what the dreamscape is.
For my first semester, first year in college, being away from home, I think it made me reflect a lot about the new space I'm in here in St. Louis, and reflect a lot about like what my life was like back home. I feel like the class taught me a lot. Like despite being away from home, I learned a lot about my identity growing up in the space that I did.